You are watching News Brief. I'm April Thatcher for Kgov2, bringing you your local headlines. The Indiana Department of Transportation and Kokomo Mayor Greg Goodnight have reached a tentative agreement to transfer 5.8 miles of State Road 22 to the city in exchange for cash and federal funding totaling more than $4 million. Pending contract approval, the City of Kokomo would take over responsibility for State Road 22, where it follows Sycamore Street, Washington Street, and Markland Avenue between the west city limits and the new US 31 freeway. As compensation, the city would receive $1 million in cash and just over $3 million in federal funds over the next 3 years to use for transportation improvements. A major announcement was made today by Governor Mike Pence in the historic Firestone Building in downtown Kokomo. 240 high-tech jobs will be added to the heart of downtown Kokomo. Let's take a look.
Thank you for putting your faith in the people of Indiana, proving once again today that Indiana is open for business, and Systems in Motion is proving that high tech is in high gear here in the Hoosier State. We are so grateful for Systems in Motion and this announcement spanning from here in Kokomo to Carmel, Indiana. 400 new high-wage jobs coming to the Hoosier State, a $5.4 million investment in 2 communities. This is going to give your company a great and formidable competitive advantage, and it's going to contribute mightily to the prosperity here in Kokomo, the prosperity in Carmel, and your investment is going to make Indiana a more prosperous place as well. Thank you for believing in it. I also want to express my appreciation for the strong partnership and strong local leadership well represented in these 2 communities. We would not be here today were it not for the visionary and energetic and collaborative leadership of the 2 mayors that are present. Join me in thanking Kokomo Mayor Greg Goodnight for your leadership bringing us here today. And the Mayor of Carmel, Indiana, Jim Brainerd. Thank you for being here today and sharing in this moment. Systems in Motion is embracing the state of Indiana for a variety of reasons, and Stephanie Moore just mentioned it. A competitive environment, a high-quality workforce, an outstanding education system, including a higher education. We've been working hard to make Indiana attractive for capital formation and investment, passing the largest state tax cut in Indiana history, lowering the corporate income tax rate to what will be tied for the second lowest corporate tax rate in America when it's fully in effect. We've been investing in infrastructure, including here in Howard County, and also investing in career and vocational education in this country. All of this is going to keep Indiana in the forefront of this country in all of these different areas, competitiveness, and making more days like this possible. So let me just thank 2 members of the Indiana General Assembly who have been outstanding partners in making Indiana a state that works, a state that's attractive for investments like today. Representative Mike Karakoff and Representative Heath Van Adder, thank you for your strong support of economic development. And Indiana is open for high-tech business. Systems in Motion, I'm happy to tell you, Stephanie, is in good company in the Hoosier State. High-tech employment is growing rapidly here in Indiana. In the last 5 years, computer-related employment in Indiana grew 6 times faster than the state's overall job market. There are currently 61,000 computer-related jobs in Indiana, and many of our homegrown Hoosier success stories have gone public. Since 2007, 12 tech companies just in central Indiana have either been acquired or have gone public. Alone, that's generated more than 3,700 new Hoosier jobs and $4.5 billion in market value. High tech is on the move in Indiana because companies like Systems in Motion know that here in the heart of the heartland, we've got the people that can make high tech dreams come true. So to all of you gathered here today, this is a great day for Kokomo. It's a great day for our friends in Carmel, but this is really a great day here in the Hoosier State for everyone who believes in growing our economy, not only in the traditional ways of of agriculture and manufacturing and life sciences and logistics, but understanding that here in Indiana, where for now nearly 2 centuries we've made things and we've grown things, that we can make high tech happen. Right here in Indiana, we can export it to the country and export it to the world. So thanks again to Systems in Motion for making that dream more of a reality today. God bless you all.
Leadership Kokomo is making a difference in our community. We met with team leader Josh Shannonhouse to learn more about this innovative group and one of their current projects. Hi, we're here with Josh Shannonhouse, a team leader of Leadership Kokomo, and we're here on site of one of their projects. But first, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about what Leadership Kokomo really is?
All right. Leadership Kokomo is a great program for people who want to get involved in the community, kind of understand what works behind the scenes with the police, all the politics, and all the city services and volunteer agencies. So it's a really great way to learn more about the city that we live in and try to be leaders in the future, how to do that.
Okay. So how do people become trained to become future leaders in Kokomo? Is there a process for that?
There is. Actually, you can enroll in the Leadership Kokomo program. It's put on by Ivy Tech. It's an actual course that you have to pay to take, and you have to be approved to take the course each year. So if anyone's interested, they can definitely get a hold of me or any of the past Leadership Kokomo alumni to get more information on how to do that. But I think it's a great program to really learn more about the city and how to really get involved and help in the future.
Okay, well, speaking of being involved and helping, we're here at one of your projects, and you want to tell us what's going on here and what will be going on in the future?
Sure thing. So my class this year is made up of 20 students. So there's 16. There's 4 groups of 4, and so my team. I'm a team leader, and we're called Team Flipsters, and we are quote unquote helping flip this house. So this house is actually donated to Advantage Housing here in Kokomo, and they're working with the Crossing. The goal is to help renovate this house and flip it and sell it, and the proceeds will go to fund the Crossing programs to help those students' education.
And currently, do you want to tell us what you've done to the outside of this property so far?
Sure thing. So our main mission in this project is the curb appeal. So for anything on the front of the house up to the curb is really our main objectives. So we've done a lot. We've redone all of the foundation blocks here. We've filled in the holes. We've painted it. We've scraped a lot of paint off the porch. We're going to repaint it. We've got a little bit of primer here. We're working to repaint all of that. We took out really nasty old metal rusting railing. We're going to replace all that with some nice plastic railing that looks really nice and modernizes the look and feel. We're going to redo all this landscaping here around the house. We're also going to, on the other side of the house, you can't see it, but there's a fence that kind of is shared with the other property owner on the other side, so we're going to clean that up and just really bring some awesome curb appeal to this house to help it sell.
Okay. Great. So here we are with Josh Shannonhouse and Leadership Kokomo, who's creating future leaders for Kokomo and helping make us a more beautiful place. Patrons of the Walgreens downtown location at the corner of Washington and Sycamore Streets received a surprise last week as the company announced it would close the location on July 17th. According to a place card placed outside of the business's entrance, pharmacy customers will be able to obtain their records from the company's west location at 2400 West Sycamore Street. First Farmers Bank and Trust is finally open for business. They celebrated their grand opening last week, complete with a ribbon cutting that was attended by Mayor Greg Goodnight. The bank is located in the historical Armstrong Landon Building at 101 West Sycamore. And now for your local weather. For Tuesday, partly cloudy with a high of 86 and a low of 65. Wednesday, partly cloudy skies in the morning hours give way to the occasional shower in the afternoon with a high of 76 and a low of 58. Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 76 and a low of 57. Friday, the sun returns with a high of 77 and a low of 53. Your Saturday forecast is partly cloudy with a high of 80 and a low of 57. Thank you for watching News Brief. For Kgov2, this has been April Thatcher. And now for your community calendar.